And you can find me. Hello everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back. Mickey, shall we do what's in the box today? Mickey, I don't like this new attitude. All day he's been like this. No to this, no to that. It's not a good attitude, Mickey. No. Mickey, you need to clean your teeth this morning. Oh yes you do. You need to make sure those teeth are nice and clean. Mickey, open wide. Mickey, come on, let's go out for a walk. Shoes on. Shoes on, Mickey. Mickey, walkies. Good boy. Shoes on. Mickey, no. Mickey, I've already told you, keep it down. We're all doing schoolwork. Can you go and find something really quiet to do now? Mickey, that is not quiet. Mickey, stop that at once. Mickey, it's breakfast time. There you go. Eat up. Mickey! That is not good, you naughty, naughty boy. No to this, no to that. It's not a good attitude, Mickey. Now, that reminds me of somebody in the Bible who kept on saying no. Shall we see who it is?
Mickey, let's look at today's story. Shall we pray? Dear God, thank you for the Bible. Help us to learn more about you. Amen. Now, can you remember from last week? Moses, here he is, and Aaron, well, God had given them an important job to do. So both Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said to Pharaoh, will you let God's people go? And they said, and if you say no, then God will punish Pharaoh and the Egyptians. So first of all, what do you think Pharaoh said? He said no. So God was angry and he made the river and all the water turn into blood. So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh again and said, will you let God's people go? And Pharaoh said, no. God was angry and he sent lots and lots of frogs. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said, will you let God's people go? And Pharaoh said, no. So this time, God sent lots of lice. It must have all been itchy. Yes. Oh dear. Pharaoh's still not changing his mind. Moses and Aaron go off to Pharaoh again and says, will you let God's people go? And Pharaoh says, no. So then God sends lots of flies. Pharaoh's still not changing his mind. Moses and Aaron go to Pharaoh and say, will you let God's people go? And Pharaoh says, everyone join in. No. So this time, God makes the animals ill. And some of the animals died. Pharaoh still didn't change his mind. Moses and Aaron went off and said to Pharaoh, will you let my people go? Everyone, what did Pharaoh say? No. That made God angry, so he sent boils all over their faces. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh again. And what did they ask? Shall we say it together? Will you let God's people go? What did Pharaoh say? No! So this time, God sent huge hailstones. They would have really hurt. Moses and Aaron, guess what they did? They went to Pharaoh and said, will you let my people go? And Pharaoh said, no. And this time, God sent locusts, lots of locusts. Still, Pharaoh did not change his mind. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said, will you let my people go? And Pharaoh said, no. So God sent darkness, and darkness covered. Still Pharaoh didn't change his mind. So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said, will you let my people go? And Pharaoh said, no. So God sent a terrible punishment whereby the first child was going to die unless they believed and trusted in God and painted the house that they lived in. Well, after that, guess what? Pharaoh said, you may go. Yes, they were free to go. God was powerful. Are you going to knock all of these down, Mickey? Ready? Steady, go! Now, the true story from the Bible shows us that God is far more powerful than Pharaoh. Were you listening, Mickey? So, did Pharaoh want to let God's people go? You're right. Pharaoh kept on saying, no. That's right. A bit like you, Mickey. All day today, you've been saying no. You want to say you're sorry? That's all right, Mickey. We don't like saying no, do we? No. Good boy. Now, what was the first plague that God sent to Pharaoh when Pharaoh said no? Yep, have a look. There's all these plagues. Right, going to tell me? God ate all the bananas? No, I mean that would be pretty bad. Have a look again, Mickey. Yeah, the first plague was when God turned the water into blood. Now, God sent all these plagues. Did Pharaoh let God's people go? Yes, at the end, when God proved how powerful he was, Pharaoh then said, "Go." Shall we say a prayer? Dear God, you are more powerful than anyone else, even kings like Pharaoh. Please help me to say yes to you. Amen.
Now we're going to play a game that you boys and girls can play at home. Now Mickey, shall we take these cans outside? Can you help me, please? Mickey, really? Okay, let's take these outside. You can play this game at home. Now Mickey, what you're going to do is you're going to get this beanbag and you're going to throw them at the cans. Can you do that? I think you can do that. Wow, Mickey! Good job! Do you think you can get the other two over? Yes. Come on, Mickey, you got this. One more to go, Mickey, come on! Come on, Mickey, come on. One more, come on. Yes! Mickey, you did it! I hope you boys and girls had fun today. Mickey, shall we say bye to them? Bye!